Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Real Watchers live stream for July 30th, 2025. Of course, my name is Garrett.
And I'm Kevin.
And we are your beautiful hosts. Let me turn down that music just a little bit and make sure we got everything good here. Hope you're all doing well tonight. Hope everything is going well for you. Kevin, how the hell have you been over the last week?
It's good. Just been working on school and working at work pretty much. So just, living the adult life pretty much.
Well, there you go. As for me, it has been kind of dead with school right now just because paper was already due, got it back and graded. And I was ahead on homework, so I had a week full of doing nothing except watching movies.
Nice.
So I've set a record for movies watched, and we will talk about those toward the end of the video today. But let's go ahead and dive into some of these stories here real quick. And up first, Fantastic Four First Steps has opened. It has the fourth biggest opening of the year, which is kind of fitting that it has the fourth biggest opening, and it's Fantastic Four. But I mean, this makes sense. Honestly, this was among the most crowded I've seen our local theater since, I would say, since Jurassic World. I don't even think during Superman it was this busy, but I think I saw Superman really. I know I saw Superman there. I don't remember, but it felt like it was busier with Fantastic.
Oh. Well, not mine, because mine was at 10 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday or on a Monday. I think that's what it was, on a Monday. So it was not busy for me, and I got to sit in the new chairs that we have at our theaters, which are pretty sick.
Yes, I got to
throwing
sit
that
in
out
them
there. Had the
too.
movie theater to myself. Oh yeah, they're good.
We're having some
Unfortunately,
connectivity
it makes me want to fall asleep.
Kevin,
But no. Oh, I am?
There we go. Kevin is lagging up a storm. Hopefully that'll get ironed out here. But yeah, we just got some recliners in some of our theaters, our local theater. So that is pretty exciting. I can hear you just fine. There you are, Kevin. Sort of. There you are.
There I am.
Cool. All right.
Maybe.
Second up story here. Kevin, take it away. I say that.
Yeah. Next Sundance merge. The Paramount and Sundance merger has been approved. So we'll be seeing what we were gonna get. So did Paramount?
Holy moly, we are losing Kevin today. Hopefully, that's wow, technical difficulties here today. But yeah, so the Paramount Skydance merger has been approved. Unfortunately, it just took the cancellation of their biggest show, Late Show, to get that done and to appease a certain someone. But it has gone through. We'll see what effects this ends up having on the studio, if it'll be negative or positive. So, have yet to wait and see, though. Up next, though, The Naked Gun is releasing this week, which we'll talk about in a minute here, but it is debuting to some pretty high scores. Naked Gun debuting to a 78 on Metacritic and a 91 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Very cool. I mean, I think that's a great way to kind of refreshen the Naked Gun series. So
also just comedy in theaters as a whole.
Yeah, it was funny because in one of the trailers, Cody Rhodes is in it, and I was like, Nadia, you got to rewind that. That was Cody Rhodes in this movie. So it's like, who's gonna be in this movie? I feel like is gonna be the question.
I don't know if it'll have a lot of cameos or anything, but we'll have to wait.
I feel like it will, but next up, Coyote versus is it Acme?
Mm-hmm.
Acme will release in theaters August 28th, 2026. Very cool. I mean, why wait so long? But I mean, I know why, but you know.
Rhetorical question. Yeah, this was announced at Comic-Con this week. Unfortunately, not a lot of movie news at Comic-Con. All the studios kind of didn't go this year. So, unfortunately, this is really the only piece of news that we have.
I think next year's going to be a big Comic-Con because of what I was going to call it.
Doomsday and Secret Wars and Spider-Man. So I think, it'll be a pretty big one.
Yeah, it will be.
Next up, some great news for Netflix here. K-pop Demon Hunters has become Netflix's biggest original animated film ever in terms of viewership, and is nearing the top of their original content period. One of their biggest runaway successes, I believe the music is actually still chart-topping Spotify and Billboard. It's just a major runaway success for them. And I mean, it is a good movie. So I mean, I'm all here for it. So
I mean, I haven't watched it yet, but I mean, I've been listening to some of the songs on it, and they're very catchy. But good for Netflix. I mean, something, I don't want to call it a throwaway movie, but something like this is like, very surprising how well it's doing with the audience.
Yeah, and they did not market this movie at all. I think they were just, like exactly like you said, they were dumping it and kind of just thinking it would hopefully get some views, and it's been killing it. So I would love a second one. Give me a second one. As I said in my review, give me a second one with like, they're K-pop Demon Hunters, but like maybe put them somewhere else in the world with like a different mythology. Like, can you imagine like this K-pop group like teaming up with, I don't know, like an American country band to fight like something, or like a Viking metal band in like Norway, and they have to like, I don't know. There's like a lot of different places you could take it, which I think would be really fun.
Yeah, and I mean, again, more music that can be coming from this too. So
exactly. So,
but next up, Apollo 13 will be re-releasing exclusively in IMAX September 19th, 2025. I have never seen this movie, so I can't tell you if it's... Oh, really? Oh, interesting.
So let's go see it.
It depends on if I have off that day. So, but, this would be cool to see in IMAX, I feel like. Especially on our new comfy chairs, too. So... Well,
IMAX Theater doesn't have them, but...
Oh.
But, I mean, that's fine, because like, I think IMAX should have just more seats. It shouldn't have good seats, you know what I mean? But some weird news. Weapons and One Battle After Another are marketing their films in Fortnite. Now...
How?
Well, I guess they're like side experiences you can do with like the level creator and stuff. Like people have made Weapons and One Battle After Another themed levels, which... like official, like through the studio, which is weird, or you think it's weird, but Sinners did the same thing, and then Sinners became a huge success. So I don't know, man. It might be something to it.
What's One Battle After Another? I've heard of that before.
It's the new Leonardo DiCaprio movie.
Oh, yes. Okay, I know.
You probably saw the trailer in front of Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
But all right.
I can't wait for Weapons to come out though. But next up, James Cameron has teased that an animated Avatar film could be released on Disney Plus or in theaters. So this would be cool. I mean, I don't know where it would be released, but I think it would be very popular if Ash and Fire and Ash turn out to be a decent movie. But they can do so much more with a TV show, I feel like.
Yeah, I think animation is just a cool move. I mean, I'm hoping it's anime, but I know it won't be. But hey, I want to see some anime Navi. I think that'd be cool. Next up, Meet the Parents 4 is officially titled Focker-in-Law and is adding Ariana Grande to the cast, which makes me think that this is going to be Ariana Grande is going to be playing Ben Stiller's daughter-in-law. And then I'm guessing, or maybe something, I don't know. We don't really know the whole plot just yet. But when it says Focker-in-law and Ben Stiller's character's last name is Focker, that means he's the father-in-law. So
yeah,
who knows? But pretty exciting stuff here. Can't wait to, I need to rewatch these movies, but
I have never watched them, so.
Well, there you go. But here's one that you have watched, Kevin.
Yes, I have, and I can't wait. Alien Romulus 2 is looking to start filming in the very near future, and I just want more of it.
Yes, please.
That's it. It's if you haven't gone and seen the first one, it is such a good alien horror suspense movie, I feel like, with so many good practical and CG effects in the movie. It really like how I think the Naked Gun, the new one's going to come out, is going to revitalize that series. This revitalized like Alien for me.
Sure. Yeah, can't wait. Love Rumbles. Next up, my last story of the night. Chris Sanders is in talks to return to write Lilo and Stitch 2. So, for those of you who don't know, Chris Sanders is one of the original creators of the Lilo and Stitch animated movie, and then helped create and write the live action one as well. He's also the voice of Stitch, so makes sense, and it's cool that he wants to come back on board for a sequel. But I mean, hopefully that just means the quality will stay high for this next one, with Lilo and Stitch, the live action, becoming the highest grossing movie of the year so far, American movie of the year so far, hitting $1 billion. Hopefully the sequel is, just as good.
I think it will be. I mean, it does have a lot to come up, because there is a Lilo and Stitch 2 animated movie, but no one really talks about it. And
it was a straight to DVD one.
Exactly. So hopefully that doesn't happen with this one. But last up for me, if you missed it, Final Destination Bloodlines will be available for streaming starting Friday, August 1st, exclusively on the Max of HBO.
Yep.
So
this Friday.
Which is good. I mean, I say one of the better ones of the series, I feel like. So
I think it's the best one in the series, honestly. So yeah, totally worth it. And you don't really need to have seen the others before.
No, which is kind of good too.
Yeah.
To be honest, maybe just to know Tony Todd, but
yeah, sure. But
that's it.
There's another movie we're going to talk about a little bit later that you also did not need to do any homework for, which ended up being a good part of it. So
yeah,
but we'll talk about that when we get there.
Yep.
But that's it for the news stories this week. Not a whole lot. I was expecting more to come out of Comic-Con, honestly, but we didn't really get anything. So it's totally fine. Lilo and Stitch 2 is in real life or animated. Never mind the last question. Kevin answered it. Well, there you go. Yeah, because we are getting a live-action Lilo and Stitch 2 because the first one made $1 billion. And of course, Disney wants to make more money, which makes sense.
Exactly.
They're a business. Alrighty. So
I remember last week you said that I would be seeing The Odyssey before Fantastic Four, correct? No. Oh, what was it?
You would have seen it before Jurassic World Rebirth.
Oh, never mind. I was going to call you out on something, but never mind. I saw the Fire and Ash one.
I know what I'm talking about. But yes, of course, we're talking about the trailers that came out this week. Kevin, what stood out to you?
Zootopia needs a new trailer, because it's not
got a new one today.
Oh, I didn't watch it today, but the one I saw in theaters is not making me want to go watch this movie, to be honest. It's very annoying. The Five Nights at Freddy's 2 looks good. I mean, I like the first one, enjoyed it. I am very interested in Fire and Ash. I don't know about it, though, just because I love how the fire Navis look in this movie, though. They look fantastic. But I don't want it to be bad guy versus good guy and something like that. And that's what it really looks like in the trailer for me.
I don't know, man. That fire last line that the princess or whatever drops when she's like, "Your goddess has no dominion here." It's like, oh, that's so good. I love that. I'm already in love with that character. I will simp for her all day long. But apparently, some people are theorizing that the Navi that was the colonel will become the anti-Jake Sully. He will get into a relationship with the fire tribe leader woman and kind of do an antithesis to Jake and Neytiri, which I think would be kind of cool, and they could go an interesting direction with that. But I don't know. We'll see. I mean, the trailer was pretty good. I mean, it definitely felt like a teaser. I don't think we should get another trailer. I think just leave it at that. It was totally fine, and then leave some mystery. I am intrigued, though. I'm excited to see enemy Navi. Which is what I
like that word you used, intrigued, because I was not intrigued going into it, and then I saw the trailer and I was like, okay, this could be very good actually. So because it looks beautiful as well. So
yeah, absolutely. I think that Five Nights at Freddy's 2, I'm cautious of. I think it looks like it'll continue some things I really didn't like from the first one, but we'll have to wait and see. Although it is cool to see Skeet Ulrich is going to be joining the movie with Matthew Lillard, which is really fun. Spinal Tap 2, The End Continues, looks hysterical, and I cannot wait to go see it. And I'm going to say also No Other Choice looks really good as well, which is a new movie from the original Korean director of Old Boy. So,
okay.
Very excited about that. Also, Blue Moon and Twinless look like they're going to be pretty interesting as well. So,
Aztec Batman, I just saw that one, sorry.
Animated straight to DVD one. So,
okay.
You can probably tell what that'll be.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Lost Bus, not to be confused with the Big Bus. Yep, not to be confused.
Nope.
Alrighty, Kevin, take us to the box office.
Well, the box office, the Fantastic Four First Steps in first place with 117.6 million, Superman with 24.9 million, Jurassic World Rebirth with 13.2 million, F1 still hanging on there with 6.3 million, and the Smurfs, they're on here, 5.5. So, that's it.
Yep. I mean, not surprising. We knew Fantastic Four was going to take the top spot. It's kind of weird to see Superman tumble that far down. But, I mean, we'll see if it's able to kind of maintain place on here. It's already made $500 million worldwide, so I think it's on track to be a success. And Jurassic World Rebirth still hanging on. Glad to see it. F1 clawed up from 5th to 4th this week. Because they just hit $500 million as well, so they're probably going to do a re-release and get some more time in theaters. But, yeah, nothing too surprising here.
No, nothing.
So is a comic book beatdown between Superman and Fantastic Four First Steps? Yep. And they're both almost identical in terms of critic and audience scores, and people really seem to like both of them. So,
would you say the DCU and MCU is back? No, I hate when people say that. It's like we've had some really good Marvel movies, just people just don't understand them yet.
It just had a dip. It just had a dip for a little bit. You know, it was never gone. But let's get up to the movies that are coming out this week. And up first, we have The Naked Gun, which I'm super excited for. Only one man has a particular set of skills to lead police squad and save the world. And that, of course, is Frank Drebin Jr. Cannot wait for this. It's getting really, really positive reviews from critics, which is great because the spoof genre has been gone for so long. So I'm so excited to see it back. Technically, the next movie, Together, is already out. You can go see it tonight. Today is the official release date for it. But years into their relationship, Tim and Millie find themselves at a crossroads as they move to the country. With tensions already flaring, an encounter with an unnatural force threatens to corrupt their lives, their love, and their flesh. Really excited for this one.
Weird trailers for this one.
Yeah, I'm actually really excited to see this. It's got a really positive Metacritic score of 76, so really excited to check this one out. Looks like we're getting some really good horror movies right now with Together and Weapons coming out, I believe, next week. Yeah. Which we'll talk a little bit about next week, but Weapons is getting Oscar buzz. Let's go ahead and just get that out of the way.
It's like 100% on Rotten Tomatoes right now, too,
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Up after that, we have The Bad Guys 2. The bad guys are struggling to find trust and acceptance in their newly minted lives as good guys when they are pulled out of retirement and forced to do one last job by an all-female squad of criminals. You've probably seen the trailer for this in front of pretty much anything. I mean, this movie is going to be popular. Metacritic score of 65, so it looks like it's actually fine. I mean, the first movie I've heard is surprisingly good, so this might be another decent family movie, which, I mean, I'm all for having decent family movies. So, you know, it's got to be better than Smurfs. I can tell you that.
I mean, hopefully it beats out some. I think it will, actually, but
exactly. And lastly is the new A24, I believe, documentary Architecton. It's an extraordinary journey through the material that makes up our habitat, concrete, and its ancestor stone. This looks like an incredibly beautiful documentary highlighting the entire presence and point of concrete and how it essentially holds up our lives, which is a fantastic concept and it looks beautifully shot. So can't wait to check it out. Alrighty. And that is it for the movies coming out this week. Let's see here. Yep, Naked Gun, whose pitching process is the same as I don't understand what that's supposed to mean, but I'm supposed to make an Airplane sequel. I mean, they did, just not that one. All right. Let's go ahead and talk about the movies we saw in, outside the Wheelspin this week. Now, Kevin watched 2.
Yes.
I, on the other hand, watched 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So, we're going to go ahead. But Kevin and I did see one movie together. Well, we didn't actually go together, unfortunately. We shouldn't. But we have Fantastic Four, First Steps. And Kevin, your score.
Yeah, 89. I really, really enjoyed this movie about family, and it's not about Fast and the Furious this time. So, but I really enjoyed it. I loved how Galactus looked in this movie too, just so intimidating. But I love the aesthetics in this movie, the 50s, 60s era type of stuff
Retro
going on.
60s, yeah.
Yeah, it looks so good. It looks so pretty. This movie was fantastic. And I like how they really didn't get into any of like the big lore behind the Fantastic Four, so it doesn't muddle up what they're trying to get, not set an example, but like try to dissuade you from the movie, because there's a lot of lore behind the Fantastic Four, but they're like, this is what happens, here's what's going to happen, and then the movie starts, which is really good. It's not like you have to know, if you know kind of situation. But I really liked everybody who played the main characters. I really enjoyed the Silver Surfer in here. I don't know, that's not what she's called in here, but
Yeah, Silver Surfer.
Oh, well, they called her like the something else.
Well, the Silver Surfer is like the character name. Her actual name is Shalabal.
Yeah.
And then her like title is like the Herald of Galactus.
There it is. Yeah.
Her job essentially.
And I really enjoyed it, but I just really like how it bases itself. This movie bases itself off of family and community as well. I wish we would have gone a little bit more with the Thing and his little love interest as well. It's just put in there, unfortunately, and it didn't really do itself justice, in my opinion. But really good, really enjoyed this movie. Just go see it if it's still in theaters. I gave it an 89. 89 out of 100.
Yeah, I would say the editing is definitely a bit odd. There's a lot of stuff that we know was cut out, but we'll never see it because those effects are not finished. So, but I gave the film an 82. I don't think it was as good as Thunderbolts this year, but I still think it was really good. Shocker is the best Fantastic Four movie we've gotten. This movie is... The visuals of this movie are perfect. If this movie does not get an Oscar nod, at least, I will be upset for production design because it's truly fantastic. Also, a lot of practical effects, more than you think. Like, Galactus was actually in costume. More often than not, Herbie is a full puppet character, which is really cool.
Oh, I love Herbie. He was
Herbie's
so
best
cute.
character of the movie.
Yeah, bar none.
I will kill for Herbie. But like the entire cast is fantastic. There was not a bad link here. Like everyone did their job beautifully. But I think the film does suffer from a couple things. The visual effects are not that good. Particularly some stuff with Galactus in the city looks a little odd. But I think the Thing looks pretty good the entire time. They nailed Ben Grimm. And then everything inside of Galactus' ship, like some of that did not look done. It looked really rough. But also, just again, the editing is really choppy here. Like we're missing John Malkovich's character completely. We're missing the part where the Thing was on the dating show. We're missing the entire relationship with the Jewish temple leader that he is kind of seeing romantically, where it's inferred. But this movie still got a lot of joy to it. It's like the whole sequence at the end when they leave the TV show and they're stuck trying to put the goddamn baby carrier in the car.
So good.
Cracked me up because I just immediately thought of my brother. So, but yeah, 82 out of 100 is what I gave Fantastic Four First Steps. Now I got a lot of movies to talk about, so I'm going to go through them quickly. I'm going to do 6, then Kevin will do 1, and then I'll do 5, and then we'll get to the wheel spin. Up first for me, just because it was on YouTube this week, was Super Troopers. The comedy movie about the highway troopers. I mean, this movie is not as bad as I remember it being, but it's definitely not great either. It's one of those movies that like it's actually, it ages fine. Like there's nothing too offensive in this movie, which is kind of odd. Usually a lot of comedies like this have things that don't age well.
Offensive.
Like it's not particularly funny though, but I can tell that the cast is having a good time, which makes it a lot of fun. I just think that the story sucks. I would have rather liked something like Reno 911, where it was just kind of like sketches. But it's mediocre. It's a surprisingly tame film, honestly.
For its time.
Exactly. Up next was an indie movie that I checked out this week called Ephus, which is a wonderful little film about these kind of like Citizen League baseball players. At the end of their baseball season, they are given one last chance to play on their home field before the field is destroyed to make room for a new middle school. And the entire film is them playing their game, and it's in real time over the course of an entire. I mean, obviously not real time because it's not like 10 hours long, but it's in sequential order, and it just shows them playing their game, and it's this really sweet movie. It's bittersweet. There's a sadness to it because it's kind of like you're experiencing something as it's dying, but then you're also seeing the joy of these people come together. The cast is fantastic, and I really enjoyed this. You can watch it on Mubi if you have a subscription. I think you can rent it other places too. Great independent film this year. Also on YouTube was Batman and Mr. Freeze Sub-Zero, which Kevin watched a while ago, but I had only seen Mask of the Phantasm, so I wanted to check this out. And this one's good. I like the story of Mr. Freeze, but I think that Mask of the Phantasm was like a solid standalone movie. This just felt like an extended episode, which I wasn't too keen on. Also, I was kind of annoyed that Batman was not in this a lot. It's mostly Robin and Batgirl, which was, I'm not too up to date on my animated series stuff, so I'm not too familiar with this Batgirl and this Robin. I mean, they're not bad by any means. They're good. It's just that, I just was expecting more Batman. The animation is definitely hit or miss there. When it uses 3D animation, it looks a little bad. Yeah. But it's also just from the time, and it's it's a TV show's budget. It's not a movie, so and it is a movie, but like a TV show budget.
Yeah.
But it's a good Batman adventure, and I will always have a soft spot for Kevin Conroy's Batman. So can't argue with that. Then I watched The Last Man on Earth with Vincent Price, which is the same movie and story that I Am Legend was based off of. Man, I gotta tell you, I've said before, I'm a slut for Claude Rains. I'm a slut for Vincent Price as well. I love the man. He is fantastic. This is actually one of his best performances, I think, in terms of actually dramatic and emotional weight. There's the biggest problem with this movie, though, is there is a big flashback that takes up the second act of the movie, which isn't that good. And then the entire ending of this movie, I think, loses me. Because it goes for in a direction that I understand and I see the weight of, but I didn't like it. The first act of this movie, though, is perfect. Loved it. And he's not as campy as you'd expect Vincent Price to be good. He's actually genuinely good. It's not terrible, but it is worth a watch if you're curious.
Gotcha.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 2 more. Then I watched Death of a Unicorn, and man, was I disappointed in this movie. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot to laugh about and not like here. It's one of those movies that is so bad that I could end up watching it later and having a good time. I have a soft spot for creature features, like any movie that has a creature hunting people down. I absolutely love those in the bottom of my heart. That's why I love Jurassic Park and stuff. But this movie is just, it's like a high school student telling you why capitalism is bad. It's so surface level. It doesn't go anywhere. It's like, oh, I guess we're gonna mark up the price of this drug. It's bad. The visual effects here are bad. When it's practical, it's good. It looks really good.
It's like an 80s horror movie. It's like the practical effects are so good, and then it gets to the CGI.
But there's full body CG unicorns, and they look terrible. But also, I don't think the performances were really that good. I thought that Jenna Ortega was unbearable in this movie. I thought Paul Rudd is probably one of the better ones, but even no one's likable. It's just, so the only thing you're doing is you're laughing at these people getting slaughtered by unicorns, which there are a couple of good characters, and I will say that one of them goes out in such a brutal way. It's kind of, I don't know. The movie's not good, but I do kind of have this guilty pleasure for it. Because again, I love creature features. There are a few funny moments throughout, but not even Paul Rudd could save it. And lastly, a movie that I was really interested to check out, which is called The Keep, which was a Michael Mann movie. And I was kind of expecting more of a horror movie with this, and it's more of a fantasy horror action movie. It's really weird. This movie's an hour and 20, hour and 30 minutes, and it was cut down from a 2.5 hour version that explained everything that was going on. So I didn't like how the studio interfered on this one, but the best parts of this movie, its production design and its soundtrack, they are incredible. Michael Mann put everything he wanted to in this movie, and you can tell performances are hit or miss, but Ian McKellen and Jürgen Prochnow really stand out. I mean, it's a good film with unique ideas and designs, but it's just the studio is to blame for everything wrong with this movie. If they didn't step in, I want to see the full director's cut, but we'll probably never get it, unfortunately.
It's funny. I just looked it up on Google. It's horror and war. That's what
Yeah,
the
well,
category is.
because it's like a fortress keep in like Romania or something, and the
Oh, okay.
Nazis take it over, and they're like systematically slaughtered by whatever's living there.
Gotcha.
So,
Okay. I'll stop your talking real quick, and I'll keep it up. But The Amateur, I was very excited about this movie because it's a different kind of action movie. The nerdy guy has to kill the people who killed his wife. Sorry, spoiler alert, but it spoiled it in the trailer. So, and it was just mediocre. Maybe I was just thinking about it way too high, just because Jason Statham wasn't in it, and it was kind of more a nerdier kind of thing where he'll use technology and everything like that. But sometimes you don't really see the technology being used. I put in my review, I wish this movie I think it would have been fantastic if you are traveling with the main character, but then at the end of the movie he's just sitting in a basement doing all of this through his computer, because that's how smart he is. But it doesn't take that turn, and it's very predictable, and unfortunately it just didn't show up how I wanted to. But I mean, is it Malik? I forget how to say it. Rami Malek, yeah. Rami Malek is really good in this movie, but everybody else I couldn't give two shits about, to be honest. So, but 56 out of 100. Wish it was a little bit more, but it is what it is.
All right. Well, this next slew of movies is going to take a really interesting turn, because it starts at the top of the mountain and then goes all the way down to the bottom of the valley. So let me tell you, I'm going to start out with one of the best movies that I've seen in the last 6 months, 7 months. Probably the best movie I've seen this year is Perfect Days from 2023. This is the film about the Japanese toilet cleaner, the janitor, and kind of what he goes through on a day-to-day basis. It's really I would highly recommend reading my Letterboxd review for it, because it sums up my thoughts. It is just a perfect film. It is beautiful. It's well shot. It's well acted. Everything has a purpose, and it's been a long time since I've seen a movie that has actually mentally and emotionally affected me for the better. And I think that this is actually something that I did like, Evan. I did. This was the other movie that I purchased. I immediately ordered the Blu-ray after watching it because I needed it.
Okay.
But I thoroughly loved this movie. Be warned, it is a slow movie. It doesn't. There's not a whole lot of action or anything, but it is about purpose. It is about routine. It is a beautiful, beautiful film. And just thank you to the director and the main actor for making a film that has genuinely impacted the way I look at things. So,
sorry for all that commotion. My headset was dying.
No worries. So. I think I actually forgot to add a movie. Yeah, I did.
So you watched 13 movies then?
Yeah, I did. Let me go ahead and get this added real quick. At the behest of Kevin not letting me live without watching this movie. I'm just kidding. I watched Drop. Which has debuted on Peacock, I want to say.
Yeah.
So let me go ahead and move this up on the list here. But yeah, so I watched Drop, and it was average. It was fine. I went in with no expectations whatsoever. I think Blumhouse is having a record bad year. So I totally forgot this movie came out from them. And it's fine. The mystery is pretty engaging, and I genuinely had no idea who was behind it, which that was good. That felt the closest to Hitchcock. I think because this movie felt like it was trying to be something Hitchcocky, and that felt like the closest thing to it. I also thought the performances were pretty good from Megan Fahey and Brandon Sklenar, who played the two that made up for the date. I think that they were good for what they were given, but I don't think the dialogue that they were given was particularly well done. It just felt really cheesy at some points. They honestly, at points, they didn't feel like real people, which was kind of annoying. The film wisely only uses 2 locations primarily, which was pretty smart and a good use of budget. It gives a nice claustrophobic feel. But outside of its main mystery, it's just okay. Like, I don't see anything truly special about this movie. I mean, it's cool to have a thriller that uses modern tech, but it's easy. Just, don't use AirDrop or whatever. I don't know. Just turn it off. It's not hard. And you could have gone home and maybe had a one-night stand. Who knows? But yeah, it was just okay. Then after that, I saw Oh Hi in theaters, which I didn't know existed. Kevin didn't know existed. I just saw this on Regal and was like, oh shit, it's playing, and I have nothing to do on Saturday. I'm gonna go and watch it. And I'm gonna say this movie is disappointing. The performances are great, and the pacing and cinematography are fantastic. But there are two major problems here. First is that the two main characters, while they are good performances, are completely unlikable. They are just horrible human beings, and you're supposed to identify with one of them or the other or whatever, but you don't. They're just both terrible people, and that's really annoying, and like not in a good way. But the second is that this is supposed to be a rom-com, and it is missing the com in rom-com. It is not funny. This movie is like borderline a horror movie, like the way that this poor guy. When I say poor guy, that means I'm sympathetic towards him. He's an asshole. But the way that he's treated by this woman is absolutely terrible. It's more like Misery than anything. And that makes it just, no. It's a similar struggle that Hard Eyes felt earlier this year, where it was struggling with like what it wanted to be. Where like, Hard Eyes was like a rom-com and a horror movie, but did both parts terribly. So like, this one at least had decent parts to it. Like, the performances are really good. The side characters are fucking hysterical in this movie. They're the only funny parts of it. There's a boyfriend who's like the most supportive guy in the world, who's like willing to go to jail. I mean, I don't know. There are funny parts of it, but at its core, very disappointing. But the performances are great. Logan Lerman, who I haven't seen in anything in a long time, is really good here. And the main girl, I want to see her name, Molly Gordon, was really good in this movie. Again, not given good material, but good performances.
Nice.
And then the content takes even more of a dip, where I watched 1960's The Leech Woman. This was a Mystery Science Theater episode that I own the DVD of, so it's the full movie with just their commentary. And it's crazy that this feels like this was made in 1960. This feels like a 50s movie, or like even like an early 50s movie. It's not a good film. It really leans into like Afrophobia and like the colonialism part of like, we're in darkest Africa, and they got all the really stereotypical racist depictions of African tribes people. But the concept here is really interesting. The performances are decent, but it's just a weak film. The whole premise is that this like woman who's like 140 years old shows up at this doctor's office, and she's like, I know the secret to rejuvenating the old into young again. And so they go to this African jungle, and she has this little like ring thing where she like gets pineal juice out of your like the back of your skull or whatever, and mixes it with this plant, and it just makes you young again. So then it's a thing with that. The last part of this movie, the last like half hour, is where it's actually good. The wife of the doctor ends up stealing the ring and like going on a killing spree to like keep herself young, which is really cool. But I wouldn't have known about this movie if it weren't from MST3K. I'm not gonna rate the movie based on MST3K. I'm gonna rate it based on its own thing, and by that, it is fine. Like it's like decent for what it is, but it's not a good movie. It's one of those ones that you're gonna watch it with your friends and you're gonna lampoon it.
Yeah,
you're gonna make fun of it. The same goes for The Final Sacrifice, which is also a movie that I can't wait to watch with Kevin at some point to make fun of, because this is one of the worst movies ever made, because it's barely a movie. There's no tension, there's no suspense, there's no danger, there's nothing to capture your attention, there's weak performances, the pacing of a snail, it's lazy, it's uninspired. The actors couldn't be bothered to have any kind of talent or charisma. The script they're given is so painfully bad. But that's not their fault. But they're still not good either. The villain isn't scary, the mystery is flat out stupid, and the hero is ridiculous. I hate this movie and I lament its existence. But I also kind of love it because of Mystery Science Theater, which is another episode of theirs that I watched that had the film. They make it better. But they're the ones that made it better. Apparently the director hated their commentary of it, which is annoying, because the director is the one responsible for this crime against humanity, and he should take whatever help he can get to make it any kind of better. this is bottom of the barrel, one of the worst films ever made. It's on YouTube. You can watch the Mystery Science Theater part thing for free, which I would highly recommend because their commentary it's one of the best episodes of Mystery Science Theater, but did not like the movie as a whole.
Okay.
And then finally,
One more.
Mystery Science Theater episode, but I watched The Screaming Skull, which, just like The Leech Woman, is kind of one of those bad movies, but it has an interesting concept behind it. You have two characters that, like a man and a woman who get married. They both have traumatic pasts, and they move back into his family home, and then they are kind of attacked by a supernatural presence. And it's cool to see characters with trauma, and they're not like made fun of in this movie, which is really cool. And also the female lead comes out at the end, like she's not just like pointless, which really enjoyed that. Excuse me, but it's also incredibly boring. It's not scary. The effects are terrible, and the pacing is terrible. Again, this is a movie made for like $5,000 because they had a couple of nights available at this house, and you can tell. But I think there is some interesting stuff here, and it's one of those ones like the people you watch it with are going to make it better. Which that's not like why I'm giving it the score I am, because that's not like the movie itself, but it's not. It's like The Leech Woman. Like it's fun to watch because it's bad. So I got to give it some points for that.
But it's not like a guilty pleasure movie. That's another thing too. It's
these are not guilty pleasures. These are just they're not like. I mean, I have a soft spot for movies like this, but not like guilty pleasure level. Yeah, you know. So, but anyway, sorry for taking up so much of your time. I just watched so many goddamn movies this week. But let's go ahead and get into the wheel spins. Now, Kevin had two shorts to watch because they are eerily similar.
They are. And
so you can pick whichever one you want to talk about first.
Surprise me. Put it up on the board and I'll see. Yeah, I'm glad he chose this one because this is the inferior to the other one. Yeah, I know. I don't know if it's a hot take or not, but I did not enjoy this Bugs Bunny little short here. I did love when he just shoots a random person for coughing. That's the greatest part about this whole thing. But I didn't enjoy the music as much as the other one that it gets compared to a lot. I don't know if it was my viewing experience on my laptop that was interfering a little bit, just because it didn't sound as crisp as the other short that I watched today, and it was just okay. It wasn't good. It wasn't great though. So it was good. It was good. But yeah, the cat. This is my dyslexia is gonna hit the cat
concerto.
Thank you. Cat Concerto. I thought was so much better, and maybe it's because I like Tom and Jerry a lot better as well. Their dynamic on the screen, I feel like, is really awesome because I know of Tom and Jerry, and I really enjoyed this one because of the music as well. The music was more vivid and alive, I feel like, in this one. But then I liked all the little scenarios. Jerry running through underneath the keys and stuff like that was really cool to see as well. And I thought it looks a little bit prettier than the other one, so that's why I gave it a 96 out of 100.
All right. Yeah, I gave, because I was going through, I watched both of them as well, and I ended up giving the Cat Concerto in 93 and the Rhapsody Rabbit in 88. I do think the Tom and Jerry one was better as well. I don't want to comment on who copied who. I don't know, but
they're so similar but so different to me at the same time.
Yeah, it also just doesn't make sense that like Bugs Bunny is having a mouse that he's having to fight.
Exactly,
that didn't make sense.
Exactly.
But, all right, my short this week was Harem Scarum, which was a very old Looney Tunes short, like early Bugs Bunny. I don't know if it's supposed to be Bugs Bunny because it doesn't sound the same. It almost sounds more like Woody Woodpecker. But I actually enjoyed the rabbit character here. It's just kind of it's annoying because the dog in this, like the hunter's dog, gets beat up so much more than the hunter, which I was like, that's kind of sad. But I love there's some really funny dialogue in this. Like the rabbit goes into like a tree stump and closes the door like an elevator, and then opens it back up and is like, well, I'm not crazy, but it doesn't hurt either, or something like that. And then closes the door, or I don't know exactly. I don't remember exactly what he said, but some really funny dialogue, which I enjoyed. But it just wasn't like, it's this weird like pre-Looney Tunes thing, like proto Looney Tunes. So it didn't like fully work for me, but it did have some funny moments.
Gotcha.
So. Nice. Alrighty, let's talk about these wheel spin movies.
Yeah, Alligator. It's a 1980s movie. The practical effects are there, like we were talking about. 1980s movies, practical effects are there. CG effects, not so great, but it's okay. But I feel like this is a good creature feature film, but it doesn't show the creature enough, unfortunately. It's very sparse very few and far between where you see the actual alligator. But when it is on screen, it is up close and personal, and it looks fantastic. But everything else you don't give two shits about. Unfortunately, that's what it comes down to. It's an 80s movie that gave all of its money to its practical effects, and then the script is so like kindergarten, I want to say. So I gave it a 51 out of 100. I mean, it's a really good creature feature film that we don't get nowadays, so some people might really enjoy this, so I want you to go watch it and see if you agree with me or not.
Well, there you go. Yeah, I think it's, I don't remember where this was on, if it was like Shudder or like Amazon or something. But it was on my list to watch this week, I think, as well. That or Crocodile. I always get the two confused. But yeah, it looked like it was at least one of those kind of like creature features, which I love. I watched Alone from 2020, which is I don't know if it was straight to streaming, but it came out on streaming on Hulu. And like Drop, this is perfectly average. It's a movie you've seen before. But I think that what stands out about this is that it looks so good for being shot on such a small budget. This movie was shot for like $15,000 and looks like a major like Hollywood budget, or maybe it was $150,000. I can't remember, but like it was a low budget movie, and it looks like a Hollywood grade thriller, which I actually thought was pretty admirable. Also nice, the performances are good here. Jules Wilcox and Mark Machanka give better performances than a film of this size should allow for, which is kind of cool. The other best part, there's a character in this movie, the main character, does not make any stupid decisions. She actually just makes smart decisions, which is great. You can do that. You can make movies where people make smart decisions. So, but you know, obviously we want to see people make dumb decisions as well. But it's just an average run-of-the-mill cat and mouse thriller. It's a serial killer, kidnapper guy who's chasing this woman that he kidnapped through the forest. There's not really any surprises. So, you know, I was a little disappointed by that. I was expecting something interesting to be there. But it just doesn't have anything to really say. It's average, doesn't do anything new. Its performances, though, and a better than expected look are what carry it through. Like, it does feel better than you'd expect.
I was going to say it should look better because it's $750,000.
That's what it was. Budget. Sorry. I completely botched the numbers in my head. Under $1 million, though. Like, which is, like, even most indie movies are made for, like, at least $1 million. So, like, that's pretty good.
Pretty good.
But let's finally let my voice take a little bit of a break here as we're going to get to the wheel spin. So everyone go ahead if you have any suggestions you'd like to add for the wheel this week. But Kevin, what are we doing again?
Well, we're spinning the wheel of movies that gets longer and we can't read it anymore. So, because we can.
That's my favorite name you've called it so far. It's a wheel of movies that gets so long we can't read it. But yeah, absolutely. If you have any suggestions, go ahead and pile them on. Joey, if you have any shorts this week, please. We are starting to run out. I mean, we still got
sort of, kind of.
Yeah, there's like at least 20, but it'll be nice to have some backups on file. We'll go ahead and give it another 2 minutes if anyone has anything they want to add. But Kevin, you got a horror movie this week.
Little campy horror movie. Maybe. I think I said this a couple of weeks ago, but definitely like a Treasure Planet or what's the other one? I don't want to say it's not Aquapolis, but what is it? The Disney movie Atlantis. Yeah. Like something. I don't know why that popped.
It sounds like the Asylum one or whatever. Like the studio that makes all the bad ones.
So
all right, we got some shorts from Joey here. So let's go.
You want me to pop them? Oh, hang on.
We got Goonland. Goon. Hey man, you gotta love gooning, right?
Elmer's.
Elmer's. Oh, Elmer's Candid Camera. I think that's the one where Big Chungus comes from, if I'm not mistaken. Elmer's Candid Camera. Ski for 2. Big Chungus. My bunny lies over the sea. The prize pest. The Legend of Rockabye Point.
I feel like I know some of these.
All right. Wait, Elmer's Candy Camera is what that means? I believe so. Let me go ahead and double check. Elmer's Candid Camera. No, it's not. It's a different one. My bad. I confused 2 of them. There was a different one where Elmer Fudd was in it. This was like Elmer Fudd before he was a hunter. He's like a high-class society man. But anyhow, it has been 2 minutes. So let's go ahead and shuffle this up. We're going to go ahead and go for Kevin's short first.
Can you read it at all or no?
Nope. I can at least identify if there's like an S in parentheses nearby. But we're going to give it a couple spins. We've added some shorts, so hopefully you'll land on one. Because also it could be Garrett's choice for you. So
that's true.
All right, let's go ahead and give it another spin. We'll do 3 spins before we chalk it up to fate.
Yep.
All right. Let's give it a shuffle and we'll spin again. Looking for a short.
The one that starts with an S.
Ooh, it's my pick for you.
Okay.
Alrighty. Well, I'm going to look for a short here real quick while I spin it for me. Let's see. That is not a short, so we'll go ahead and shuffle it and spin it again. We'll give it 3 spins. That is also not a short. All right, Kevin. I think I got it for you. All right, what's the closest one here? I see this one. It says "Who Done Something," I believe. Who Done It? Three Stooges.
Okay.
So I will go ahead and add that to mine. Kevin, I have a short for you.
What is it?
It is one that you can easily watch on YouTube. You're going to be watching one called Bidoof's Big Stand.
Okay. I'm just switching them up because you accidentally put them in the wrong section.
Oh, that's my bad. Well, Kevin is going to be watching a Pokemon short called Bidoof's Big Stand.
And I love Bidoof, so I am so okay with
You're
this.
going to love this short then. I'll tell you what, it will melt your heart. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and we're going to spin the wheel for Kevin for his feature-length film. Let's see what you get, Kevin.
Let me get something good.
Phenomenon from 1996. I actually don't remember what that movie is. Phenomenon from 1996. Oh, it's got John Travolta.
Oh, my man. John Travolta.
Oh, this movie.
What is this movie?
It's got John Travolta. It's the one you always
what
see,
is
like,
it?
An ordinary man sees a bright light descend from the sky and discovers he now has super intelligence and telekinesis.
John Travolta has superpowers? Alright. Well, we'll see how it turns out here.
All that Scientology got to pay off in some way, you know? Xenu came down and gave him some powers. The Chungus Bugs is from Wabbit Twubble. Okay, yeah, that was the one I was confusing with. Thank you. All right. My feature-length film. What's it going to be, Kevin?
I'm gonna pick a movie for you, even though I don't have one.
If it actually lands on your choice for me, no.
Damn,
really
that was pretty close.
I mean, I already choose movies for myself every week, so
that's true.
I can't pick my own. And don't speak too soon. Oh crap! It literally was about to be on Kevin's pick today. All right, let's keep it going.
Killer Book Club. Cujo. I'm just looking at the ones. A short. You're getting a short.
God damn it! All right. I don't know what this means for anything right now, but come on.
You almost got another short.
The Never-Ending Story.
Hopefully it ends.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Does it really?
I mean, it does end. It's
no, the movie ends, but does the story go on?
Yeah, this is a movie I've been wanting to watch for forever.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I remember watching this a lot when I was a kid. I don't remember the movie though.
I never watched this as a kid, and I have a funny story for why.
Did the dragon scare you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I can see it. It's very interesting looking.
It's a weird thing, man. But that is, of course, the movie I'm going to be watching. So that is it for the wheel spin. So Kevin will be watching the short film Bidoof's Big Stand, as well as the 1996 film Phenomenon. I will be watching the Three Stooges short Whodunit, and then I will be watching the iconic, I guess, classic 1984 fantasy movie, The Never-Ending Story, which I've never seen before. So kind of excited to check that out. But that is going to be it for this week. Thank you all for hanging with us, especially with me just talking about the entire time pretty much about stuff I watched. It'll probably be the same this week because I don't have any homework this week.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah. Paper's not due until next weekend.
Oh, so, okay.
Yeah, I am good. But anyhow, thank you everyone for joining us. This week's movie club is coming out on Friday. Kevin and I got to record it tomorrow, but we're going to be doing The Departed.
Yeah.
Which is obviously the Scorsese movie. So if you are interested at all. Scorsese, pure cinema.
Pure cinema.
But that's coming out on Friday, so make sure you're subscribed so you see that. Also, we'll have another video coming out that I'm actually going to probably film here tonight or tomorrow, maybe. I'm going to do a video on, since my collection is ever expanding, I'm going to do a July haul video. All the movies that I got for the course of July. So, can't wait to do that. I thought it would have been the horse scene, Kevin knows it, for NES. Oh, for why Garrett never watched it.
Oh, okay.
I know what scene you're talking about. I know what scene you're talking about. Yeah. So that's gonna be coming out on Friday. Hopefully I'll have the chance to either film it tonight or tomorrow. If not, then I'll probably film it on Friday. But I do want to do a July haul video. Quite a few good things that I've added to the collection. So probably do another one at the end of August. But anyhow, thank you everyone for joining us this week. We'll be back next week, same time, same place. And until then, make sure to keep those eyes on the screen. Have a good night, everyone.